Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the Edison Spring Motor, and I'm going to show you how to assemble the top casting here and a few things about assembling. The first thing you need to do is you need to cut out the washers and trim off an end. So you see here we have a flat spot on the washer, so then you cut the excess rubber or silicone, whatever you're using, off. And then what you do is you cut out 4 little pieces of rubber, and then you line these up here, these little bushings. So you have 6 pieces of rubber, 4 flat ones and 2 round ones. Now we want to assemble this. We want to set this in. So you, right here where the casting comes up next to the top housing, you want to have that same space all the way down. You can just kind of eyeball it. And you want to bring the slot here in the screw hole, you want to bring them down a little, about like that. And you want to align the rubbers up to the holes. Now what you'll do is I take a little piece of wood and I wrap it with my green towel. And I'm going to set it under there, just like that. And it's going to be jacked up a little. And this kind of keeps it level. You're not handling, this thing has a tendency to tip over because of this ingate is super heavy. It'll just drop down, and you want to be able to handle everything. So you come in and you'll set that up. I've pre-oiled these. You come in, make sure the flat side's toward the casting. You want to just bring this down a little bit, because if you screw this one down way high, it's going to bend the casting up. So now we'll come in. This way we still have room. I'm lining up the other bottom washer with a screwdriver right here. I'm lining this little rubber washer. There we go. Make sure the flats are in. There we go. In previous videos, I have there we go. I just pick up a little, pull that out. Now we're cushioned.
In previous videos,
I showed you how it comes apart. So the first piece of equipment you're going to stick in is the mandrel shaft and lead screw. Gently align this up and bring this in like that. That'll set here. Then you'll take the small bearing and put this in here like that. Now on these, like Triumphs, later Edisons, they have a little flat screw that adjusts the bearing. These don't. This is all smooth. So you have to do these by hand. Now you're going to do is gently move everything down. Line up that hole. Get the carriage to lock that in place.
Can you close the end gate?
Yep. And now we're going to take this bearing and this screw right here. We will oil this screw like I showed you how to paint it. That's enough. You'll insert it into the slot. Slide this in. Line that hole up. Sometimes these are a little tricky to get the screw to catch. Yeah, now it just, see how it just drives in? Pick up on the mandrel a little. And back here, it's coming out. This is a casting that comes over it, so we have this piece right here. You see it coming out. Now we can run this.
Wait, see what coming
You
out?
can see the bearing coming out. And now
Okay.
we can do all this by hand. So you'll bring this in. There we go. We hooked up the mandrel. And now we're bringing that in bearing. There we go. And you'll just leave that kind of loose because we're going to move this back and forth. Next thing is you're going to put the carriage in. These back rods have one hole here and two holes here in grinding. I always put the two holes this way so you only have one hole showing over here. This is a little aesthetic thing. You put this in. Just pop it in. There it goes. What you want to do is get it in, and now you got to get both sides. So you have this part of the back rod here. You have to push it in, hold the carriage, and then it'll all slide in. Once it's down, you can grab the end. See how I'm doing my finger here and my thumb and index finger here? There we go, brought it in. What you want to do is make this nice and flush on this side, and you'll tighten that down. And then we will start doing adjustments. Plus my little screw just took off when I was assembling it, but I'll find, there it is. No, yeah, there it is. Nope, I have to do that. And that's my tip for the day.